All right, two lands. Two lands. We get to play underdog, and that's it. I don't like it. We're going to ship it. Three lands. There we go. Took the burn down the house. We have our double red. This feels a lot better for us. Hold on to... Yeah. I mean, actually, we may be playing the control list, so maybe it is something like Gix's Command. We'll keep this, and yeah, I think we actually... Two board wipes. Yeah, I think we're going to be playing from behind with this hand, so let's go ahead and lead off with, or keep the removal spells. Look, and doesn't quite matter here, unfortunately. I'll come into play tapped, but I will take it. All right, we can work with that. Let's go ahead and go here, see if we get lucky enough to get a free removal spell. That way we block, and then we could just take our turn off and keep building up our hand. Fiend, okay. So, okay, cool. That's fine. We're gonna go ahead and grasp. We're gonna, yeah, I think we're gonna block here. Take that. And then we're going to kill Rafine. While they're tapped out. No reason not to. And then if we don't have anything to do on subsequent turns, we can just underdog. Another Rafine. And we hit the land. Do we want to sandbag this to be able to deal with the... I think we can give them one activation, and then maybe we hit some stuff with burn down the house. Yeah, I think I'm going to give them one activation. Try to get a 2-for-1. Try not to panic with the Rafine. Because burning the ability to get a 2-for-1 off of Inferno is unfortunate. If they do go like Wedding Announcement. Shielded. Okay, cool. This is fantastic. So we get our 2-for-1 here. And a very valuable 2-for-1 to say the very least. So I will take it. That bodes well for us. We will have to take the damage, unfortunately. But I think that's okay. Follow up heavy. Seems decent. We could consider to cycle this. Right? Do we want to? That way we have a land to go get with... Huh. What are the benefits if we play it next turn? We'll have 6 mana. We can go heavy and Brotherhood's End. Doesn't seem amazing. We can Inferno plus, yeah, I guess, yeah, we're gonna hold on to it. We're just gonna wipe the board here. Wipe the board here, hold this, and then send it back. I don't think we're punished. I don't. I think we're kind of stuck doing one thing per turn for a while. All right, we get another 2-for-1 here. I like that. They get a land. All right, there's some fuel. So here's an interesting thing, right? Now we're in a position where we actually can play the heavy. So let's do that, gain a life, and go grab a black source. I don't think it particularly matters. Actually, let's grab a red. And then we could play heavy. Right? And then our opponent is essentially less incentivized to attack us. And then we can... Okay. Alright. So there's some relevance there, right? There is some relevance there. Go for the throat. Still can't kill that. This is not going to destroy that. So I think we attack first. They're just going to take it, I'm assuming. Let's attack. I'm assuming they just take it because they're at a healthier life total. And then we give them the land. Do Brotherhood's End. That makes sense. So if we Brotherhood's End, thanks to what's her face, we still can't. If we do this... Wait a minute. Excess damage. Destroy target artifact or enchantment opponent controls with mana value less than or equal to. And this is 6. So if we do 1 damage here, can we kill that? I think that works out the way I think it does. Deals damage to X target creature or planeswalker. Then, and that's an artifact creature, so they just get... I think that's correct. It does work the way I thought it does. Yes! Nice. Now, the issue there, of course, is the fact that we... Well, we still have Go for the Throat for Shieldred. Denick, okay. That's okay, we can deal with that. We can deal with that. Another heavy. Unfortunately, so now I continue to pay the price for this Brotherhood's End. So let's attack first. And now my question is, I think we play the other heavy. I think we play the other heavy and then we Brotherhood's End. We'll take 2. But then we have the ability of putting a decent amount of pressure under them. Man, there's been some decision-making points here for sure. Let's see if the 2 damage that we took from that Tenacious Underdog makes a difference. But I still think it's correct to cycle this at some point. I mean, we can heavy and cycle and then hold the Brotherhood's End. So that may be it. They're contemplating it here as well, considering their top deck. And the good thing about cycling this is we get to leave up Go for the Throat should they play a Denick. Okay. I think we can fall to 6. I think we can fall to 6. Famous last words. They are running Esper, but they're top decking. And then this makes it so we have 2 lethal threats. And they scoop it up. Whew, that was a close one. All right, we're going first, and not a lot of mana to work with, but it is 3, and we get to play everything in our hand, so we are going to keep this one. I have faith in our mana base. I think it's going to deliver. If we fall behind, we have Brotherhood's End. If we're ahead, then we get to drop heavy, so it works out well. Not going to be as well now. We're going to go ahead and play the tap land because I feel like having our untapped lands against mono blue is going to be quite important. Not going to lie, mono blue probably a bad matchup for us. Brotherhood's End doesn't really destroy anything on their side of the board, and they are going to get to counter everything. So we're just going to keep running stuff out there because this is some... We'll see. Run it out there. Seems good. And we'll see. Seems solid. 4 cards, 5 cards left. All right, let's see. Was that all 3 make disappears? That was nice. Nice opponent. 2 Go for the Throats. Tyrant, not really gonna do much. Oh, Tyrant can kill something. Now, whether it resolves or not, I think it's gonna be a different story. Go for the Throats will allow us to kill their serpents when they play them. Tap land, nice. Send it back. No reason to do this just yet. Thirst, that checks out. Absolutely glorious game. I really love this matchup because you kind of get to shut your brain off, honestly. That's interesting. They pitched a serpent. Not sure why. Yep. Hey, they counter. I guess they're trying to figure out which counter to use. That's weird. That was really weird. I did not expect that to resolve. Oh, they have like Essence Scatter? There's... Wait. If they had Syncopate, why didn't they... It's weird. So hold this as a removal spell. Let's just play it. Let's just play it. Yep. Checks out. Thirst. So I'm so confused. Why? Oh, I guess they wanted to leave up. Yeah, I see what they're saying. They're gonna for sure draw what they need to, right? So they might as well do on their upkeep because they have all their mana. It makes sense now. I get it. I get it. If we destroy this, we probably should level. Oh, we haven't gotten to that point yet. All right, on their turn. Yeah, I see what it is. They wanted to make sure we did not have the capabilities of... I got it. That we did not have the capabilities of winning. So they're killing our win cons. Yeah, sure. Let's go this way. So... Fading Hope. Saves their guy. Yep. That works. Nothing we can really do because we can't pay the ward again. So I mean, I guess there was a world where we sandbag the whatchamacallit. Play it again for 1. Seems solid. Our turn. Ooh, we could play a heavy. It's either or. Either or. Just try to kill their guy. Just try to kill their guy. Play a land. They go to combat. We try to kill it again. Can you tell how much I like this matchup? It's super exciting. It's so good. Gate. Take our 5. Play heavy. Play a land. Play heavy. We gotta move this up to 3, right? Syncopate. Yep. Put a counter on this. Wait. Pass. Let's see if I think we can. So next turn we can mill to gain a life. So that at least throws the math off a little bit. So that's good, right? All right, let's put a counter on this guy. Try to get it up to 3. Bank Bustarino. Oh, this has to be a sorcery speed. So I guess we're not doing that, right? Or better off just drawing a card. Yep. Guess we're falling down to the old 5. The Cinco. Oh yeah, it only gains us life if we have what's-her-face, so we're good. Alright. Let's see here. Fall to 5. Do we draw something to get us out of here? Opponent did a good job. He did a good job. I'm definitely glad we tried to play that Carol Keep as well. Because it's not going to do anything here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8. We can draw to get a removal. We could play this to... I guess it wouldn't be a chump block, right? It wouldn't be a chump block. Because we have the red. Okay. Let's play this one. See how they decide they want to counter it. Then we're going to draw to see what the next card is. And we'll scoop it up. All right. 5 to your face. Maybe they have a Fading Hope is what's going to happen here. Right? They just bounce it back into our hand. Yep. And we're going to draw. And good game. It was a land. On to the next one. Greetings, my fellow knights and Puntawans. Welcome back to the MTG Struggle Bus. Ride Jedi struggle more to play Magic, so hopefully you don't have to. If Jund is your jam, my friends, then you may have come to the right place, because that's exactly what's on the menu for today. We are playing a very powerful, very attrition-y mid-range Jund list here. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive on into it. We'll start with the mana base, running a Blast Zone, a full playset of Riveter's Outlook, and a Riveteer's Outlook, and a full playset of Zaitora's Proving Grounds. I think they're pretty standard in any Jund list, but they also double up because we're able to put those in the graveyard that we can get back later. I'll explain in a moment. Running another tramway station for the same thing. We could play it early. It hits our, fixes us, and then later on we could sack it to draw a card and create a little bit of redundancy. And then 2 Argoth, Sanctum of Nature, without Titania in the deck, just trying it out. It's a tapped green source, which is not great, but later in the game we're able to mill and could produce some additional value. So once again, just kind of getting any little bit of advantage we can off of our lands. And then running 7 total basic lands to be able to grab with our Riveteer's Outlook. Our top end is going to consist of a Tyrant of Cure Ridges. This card is one of my personal favorites of the Brotherhood Brothers War set, just because, man, it's a fun dragon, lets you dump your mana into it later, and there's a really good chance that it does some powerful things when it comes into play, dealing 4 damage to any target or opponent's face, one of their creatures, one of their planeswalkers, etc. Yes, the big fault against it, I think why you're not seeing more play, is because it does not kill Shieldred, but other than that, I think it's a very powerful card, and why we're running 2 of, and then it gives us a place to dump our mana into later to take out the opponent. We're running 2 Gix's Commands because it's just the flexibility of this card. It allows us to get back our powerful creatures, allows us to do a pseudo board wipe on our opponent, and then sometimes it allows us to buff up one of our creatures with lifelink to kind of get back any life we may have lost earlier. 1 Burn Down the House because sometimes we fall behind and we need that catch-up mechanic. Burn Down the House is it, and if we draw it later, then we're able to just play a bunch of 1/1 Devils. On the 4-drop slot, as you can tell, we're a little contested, but this is really where the deck starts to come online. We're trying out Namada Primeval Warden. It gives us a way of getting some 1/1 tokens on the board to eat up invoke effect or edict effects, and also has an exile clause, which is extremely powerful when we're going up against all the redundancy of things that we're seeing now in the meta. 2 Arlen of Pax Hopes. Not the most busted planeswalker, I will admit. That's why she didn't make a huge splash, but we're trying her out. She puts 3 pieces of cardboard on the board when she comes into play, and we can use her to essentially maybe turn our Tyrants or our other cards into combat tricks, because it gives them haste, and the +1/+1 counter is nothing to scoff at. Interesting dynamic we saw in the gameplay. If you +1 Arlen and then kill something with Namada in play, the Saproings come in with a +1/+1 counter, which is super fun. Then one of the main reasons to play Jund, we're running Soul of Windgrace. This guy is a 5/4 that comes down and grabs a land from any graveyard and puts it back into play, as well as when he attacks. This was the reason why we're running so many lands that we could put into the graveyard, and he does a good job of doing it himself the primary way, paying 1 and a red to discard a land card from our hand to draw a card, essentially cycling, because we could get it back immediately after. So, and then 2 Unleash Inferno. I really like this card. You don't see it very often because it is very restrictive as far as mana base goes, but when you play it, every time I play it, I'm very happy I have it in the deck. It kills Shieldred, and it's not very difficult for this to be a 2-for-1. Why? Because it deals 7 damage total to a creature or planeswalker, but any leftover damage could then be used to kill an artifact or enchantment. So for example, against mono black, the 5 damage to kill Shieldred, you have 2 left, that can destroy their Bankbuster. You go up against mono red, you play 3 to kill, I don't know, a Raiju, kill their Stormseeker. You have 4 damage left that will destroy their Mechanized Warfare. So some decent power and synergies here for sure with this card. Very impressive card. On the 3-drop slot, we're running Shakedown Heavy, a menace threat that can draw us cards. Sometimes, I mean, obviously the opponent has a choice, so they're always going to do what benefits them the most, whether it's give you the card draw and they don't take the damage, or take the damage, but still a very powerful card. The reason why we're running it too, if you noticed, everything we've ran so far has more than 3 toughness, and the reason being is because we're running a pair of Brotherhoods and to combat the soldier matchup, so we can play this without fear of trying to kill our own guys. 3 damage, wipes the board. Really just there for the mono red and the mono green, or soldiers, and then occasionally the more aggressive mono black strategy. 3 Fable the Mirror Breaker, because that card's amazing. We actually have ways of pitching our lands, etc, etc. But yeah, on the 2-drop slot, a full play set of Bankbusters with 2 Tenacious Underdogs as backup. Discard fodder. We could play early. We don't care if it dies over Brotherhoods. end, and it's a way of getting card card value later on. 1 Infernal Grasp, because sometimes you just have to kill absolutely everything. 4 Go for the Throat, and finally a 1 of Cut Down. There's the list, my friends. That is Jund. But first, before we get into the gameplay, I want to give a shout out to 99 Censored. 99, thank you so much, my friend, for supporting me and the channel. Really do appreciate it. I really do. It means a lot. And I hope you enjoy this Jund list, because it is for you, my friend. All right, 2 lands. We're on the play, but we have Bankbuster and Fable to get us there. So we're going to keep this one. And let's see if we're able to get some traction here, my friends. Green from the other side of the board. Pack leader. Okay, can we get one of our Brotherhood's End? That would really be what I want to see here against the green, red, or mono green aggro list. Looks like Gruul. Okay, we'll see if we can get the heavy here. Heavy, not too bad. It will be a 2-for-1 for them. All right, we got a land at least. It is something we can also fuel here. We have our double red. We don't need double green. So let's grab double black. It feels correct to me. And what that's going to allow us to do is we'll draw a card, and then we could lead off with Namada. Namada will give us the opportunity to do some chump blocking, hold off on Windgrace, even though it will ramp us. Could also Arlen to gum up the board a little bit. Interesting, our opponent didn't have a 3-drop, so they were leaving up. That's pretty solid. Honestly, them having the Stormseeker works pretty well for them here. So really going to be looking for that Brotherhood's End to kind of catch us up here. I think we still are going to Namada. I can't imagine them having a play that's... I guess we can also Windgrace, right? Windgrace will ramp us a little bit here. Give us the opportunity to do more things. We have 2 Windgraces as well over Namada, though Namada gives us the opportunity to do some blocking. Though if they play a Mountain and play a Raiju, we're kind of in trouble. So let's go... Oh, we could also crew here, I guess. Play Namada, crew, and then if they lose, we get a blocker. Versus ramping, and then we can draw and play a heavy. Yeah, I guess here ramping is a little bit better, because then what it's going to do is next turn... It was close. I do think it was close, but the opportunity to... Let's get a green here. The opportunity to be able to play a heavy and be able to draw a card, I think, is quite valuable here. So let's see if we get Raiju'd out of our minds. Missing the second red, but whatever they play is going to have haste, right? And they could play a clay golem here. I don't think we block, though. Well, no, hold on. That's going to be an 8-8, a 9 damage. Yeah, we'll have to block. Probably block with Bank Buster. That way we can attack, gain another card, and then we have heavy, and we won't be able to draw. We can play Arlen. It's not going to have trample. So we can play Arlen and -3 to make 2 wolves. She doesn't get mana until her backside. So play her. Get a land. Yeah. I think that's where the position we're in right now. I wonder if this is straight up werewolves. If they are, they could draw 2 cards. Alright, that's a good one. Oops. That is a good one. So, thankfully, we did the right thing by playing Windgrace, because if we did played Namada, we would have been stuck like Chuck here. So, we're going to have to draw one of our removal spells quick, fast, in a hurry. The 2 counters... Oh, they're getting 3 counters, actually, because they put the plus here, and then 3 there. So, we actually can't block. It's a fantastic draw from them, and we don't have any of our removal. So, do we take it and then attack? Oh, that's not correct. Unless they're just going to attack here. Oh, okay. Yeah. All day. We take that and we're happy about it. And ironically, I think we're just going to take our whole turn off. We can kill both of our opponent's creatures. Yeah, that's just too dangerous. We're just going to kill them both. Destroy and sacrifice. I think we just can't. I mean, Halana and Elena is just a very dangerous card. And we still got a 2-for-1 out of it. You know, I'm going to feel a little silly if they play something ginormous here because we don't have removal. But once again, like, she just gets very, very scary very quickly, being able to give everything haste. Oh, so they are werewolves. Okay, cool. Cool. So Namada is 4. So let's defend, go here and here. And then that way we can crew the Bank Buster. We're not drawing cards, but shields are up, right? Shields are up. Super neat, super neat. Man, it was close. I think it was the correct call. I really do. Because look at how busted that turn would have been, regardless of what we did. We just got lucky there that the opponent did not put the +1 on Halana. They got a little greedy there. We're hoping to get in the damage. And we managed to get saved there. Hot Springs. I like it. I like it. That is a card I play, and I've definitely tried. So would not be surprised if we see a Kodama of the West Tree come down. Okay. We'll crew the Bank Buster and make the block here. They decide not to. We hit our land. Let's go here and Arland. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Draw. Namada and draw. Namada and... Ooh, sorry if that's really loud. My mistake, guys. Give me 1 second. Sorry, I was on call for work. And we hold. So that way we can block plus draw. My mistake. Sorry about that. Like I said, I was on call for work, or I am on call for work, so I had to pick it up. Alright, another spring. So they're going to make a big dude. Something dies and we trade. We get a 1/1. So that seems reasonable. Let's see what our opponent wants to do here. We make 2 4/4s, but we can block. So, crew, draw. Yeah, this is not looking very well for our opponent, unfortunately. And I've definitely been on the receiving end of that. All right, play another land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, we probably could have held it to discard. Let's go to combat. Attack with the heavy. Let's see if they want to give us a card or not. We need to start turning the corner here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We can go heavy plus Arlen. And just go wide. They have to play another dude to flip Tovolar. It has to be in play at their upkeep. So, yeah, unfortunately our opponent drew their cards in an incorrect or less than optimal order here. We're just gonna eat the Tovolar. We could technically eat the pack leader since Tovolar is a legendary. They may have another one sandbagged in their hand, but I think we still just kind of capitalize. Pack leader not really gonna do much. We have a couple ways of blocking it, so they're gonna take it. I can respect that. Maybe. Yep. Take it. Okay. So let's go Arland.
Humans and werewolves existed in a...
Ooh, let's just plus.
We'll catch them.
Let's just plus. And then we could play our heavy mid-combat. I like that. I like that. And it gets the +1 counter. That feels good. They don't know exactly what we're going to play. They have their own Arland. I dig it. I dig it. We also have the choice if we want to.
Innistrād's ancient magic.
So they're going to minus, put counters on an attack. So one of them can swing, but nothing's going to kill Arlen. So I think we're good. And they're only going to be 3/3s at best. So we actually can crew here and block and not lose. Counter. Yep, I can respect it. I can respect it. So if we minus, we would have been in a bit of a trouble because theirs would have outweighed ours. Let's see if they're going to wait till next turn. So we're going to have to swing out with everything and force some blocks, because if not, they're going to flip Tovolar, and that's going to be dangerous because they could spread that damage around wherever they want. And their guys are pretty big as well. Fortunately, we haven't seen any... I take that back. We have seen a removal. Okay. Let's play the big man. And then let's crew with Namada. Right? No pauses, so that bodes well for us. And they're attacking everything at us, so they will get to draw a card. So let's block, block, block. Or we can actually keep Bank Buster and it take just one extra damage. So... Or we could just take it all and clear... Yeah, actually I like that. So they only have one thing left. And yes, that feels like the correct blocks to me. We'll get the damage back. Trigger, trigger, trigger. They will get to draw. Oh my goodness, look at that synergy. I didn't even think about that. That's pretty legit. That is pretty legit. We got an army of T2s now. They play with fire, finish off the heavy or the Bank Buster. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. We could play this and that. Have they played a... They did, right? Yeah, they played Arland. Okay, so it's not like our Arlands are going to flip. They lightning strike here. I can respect it. I can respect it. And then we kill them on the crackback. Right? So... play here. Crew. Yeah. Alright. Fair enough. Alright, so this one's an interesting one, right? 3 lands and a Fable, but nothing on 1 and 2. The fact that we're going first, I think, is what's going to sell it for me, because we have 3, 4, and then 5, not really very powerful. We have a good chance that this is going to die, but I think this is reasonable. We can play our tap land, go like this, and we have all our colors. So that seems pretty decent. And hold on to the Inferno. Yeah, I think this is not too shabby. We'll see how it plays out, though. I'm not thrilled about having this early. This is really the reason why we're running just a one of, because it's really just a very powerful late game aspect. But I think we'll be okay. If we were on the draw, I would mulligan this, because I don't think this is where we want to be. But the fact that we are on the play, then we have some chances. Push comes to shove, we can pitch the command. I don't really want to, but we'll see what we're seeing on... We'll see what we are playing against on the other side of the board. Mono red. Okay. Kind of scary. Kind of scary, but they didn't have a 1 play. I say mono red. They could easily not be mono red, right? They could be red white. They could be Gruul. We've seen quite a bit. So them not having... well, now it's starting to tip that way a little bit. What is... That's interesting. So it's the Prowess deck. We will play out this guy just because we may need to ramp out into Tyrant and or Burn Down the House, depending on what the situation is. If we can get the Tyrant out and then give it lifelink for a turn, that could potentially seal the deal for us. Chandra, okay. Does this hit Planeswalkers? Okay, that's right. I remember. So it can't hit creature plus Planeswalker. It can only hit... It can hit Planeswalkers, but still only going to take out enchantment. So let's see.
You're looking a little singed.
Oh, nice. All right, I'll take that. Missed our land drop, did we? Missed our land drop. So... do we do this? I missed our land drop again. Wow. All right, well. Treasure. And then Do we Arlen and go wide on them? I'm not super thrilled about that. We can Arlen plus. We could just Bankbuster draw. I think we Bankbuster and hold. Because if we draw a land and we get to attack, then we can land the Tyrant. And then Tyrant's going to kill something on the way in, right? This is pay 2 life is the ward. Okay. We're going to get that.
Just improvise.
Okay. I'm wondering if maybe pitching the burn down the house was incorrect. Right? Okay. Taking a pretty good hit here. Pretty good hit. 1, 2, 3, 4. Trying to think if we draw or not. Push comes to shove, we could play that. If not, we go here. I'm gonna draw. I'm gonna draw because I want to naturally hit our land drops. Okay. So we don't get to Arlen, which is unfortunate. But let's go ahead and go here. And we will get to at least crew the Bankbuster. And let's get our second black. And play Fable. And then... Oh, we should have killed Chandra. I was thinking too defensive. We 100% should have just killed Chandra there. Alright, well, at least Tyrant will do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So are we pitching this land?
So I'm a little hot-headed. So what?
The thing is, I think... Ooh. Our player cast their... Okay, I like it. I like it. Interesting build. Interesting build that they've got going on. Definitely feels very off meta. Yep. I mean, we got to keep our life total. So if they burn 2 things on the Bankbuster, I think we're happy about that, right? I guess they only need 1. So we'll see where they're going with it. Lightning strike there. Okay. Yep. I mean, still saved us quite a bit of life, so I'll take it. No play with fire. That's good to know. Discard up to 2 cards. Let's pitch these 2. Okay, it was a tap land regardless. So either way, we were done skis. So let's go here. Grab. Don't think it matters. We can use this to clear up the board if we want. We have Arlen that could crew this, so... Attack, see if we can kill them. If they'll let us. This is interesting. If they block here, we may... Okay, fair.
I'm done playing.
Alright, I'm gonna Arlen and -2. Or -3, rather.
Feel your hair standing on end? Our hunt. Gather my children.
We know they don't have play with fire, right? So they're gonna have something like another lightning strike. And we were gonna attack because we wanted the treasure. So I feel pretty good about where we're at here. We're at 15. Mechanized warfare, that's a little scary. Don't do that. Okay. So we're gonna Tyrant kill Chandra. Then we can Gix's command, giving this lifelink and killing anything with 2 or less power, right? Okay. Arlen eats up some damage. Can this get planeswalkers? Turn out to 2 creatures. No, okay. They're gonna make some more dudes. I can respect it. I can respect it. So now we're just attempting to salvage as much life as possible, right? Ooh, nothing from the opponent. Well, that's kind of great for us. We have plenty of blockers. So play our land. The only problem is we do a decent amount of damage to ourselves. Oh, wait a minute. This will do 3 and 3, so we can kill this and we can hold off. I don't hate that. Yeah, that's actually what I'm going to do here. And I'm going to do it now because I don't want them to be able to activate. So kill Chandra. And then, man, Unleash Inferno doing some work.
I'm wiped out.
Doing some work. We'll hold. We have our 6th land. We can attack to get another treasure. I don't think we need to. Well, they would just bounce off the Forge Chanter. Man, that card continues to impress me. It's just the versatility of it. Like, don't get me wrong, I don't think it's completely broken. There's definitely times where it is shortcoming, but I think the ability to just kind of be flexible in regards, right? Yeah, we got rid of the mechanized warfare, so that's no longer a good attack for them. And I am going to burn the treasure and draw. I think it's fine. I think it's fine. Get another land. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, we got lucky with the untap because see, now we go Titan. Tyrant, not Titan. They have a... Kill this one. Yep, because we can make a copy of it with Kiki Jiki. Nice. Well, we're going first, and we can play a Bank Buster on 2, and then play a tap land and draw. We don't have a land. I mean, potentially we could cycle these if we draw it to trigger Windgrace, so that may be a thing. But yeah, I think this is keepable. Lead off with the Proving Ground, so we have all our sweet, sweet colors in play. And we shall see where we go from there. We have Go for the Throat just in case, but obviously we're just going to go ahead and get Bank Buster online. Mono black from the opponent, so it's going to be interesting. So we're going to hold on to this for shouldered, regardless of what's going on. Black, red. Bang. Underdog. Okay. No land, a little concerning, but we will go ahead and just draw with Bank Buster. Make sure we hit our 4th land. See what our opponent does. Keep Go for the Throat. We're just going to take the hit here, and hopefully we can recover it with some sweet, sweet Windgrace action. See what opponent does. They're going to Trespasser. Still not going to kill that. That resolves. We'll draw. Hit our land. Excellent. Excellent. Ooh, man. Why'd they have to have a Trespasser? They're just going to eat it. Eat it, eat it, eat it. So, play the land and heavy. And then we can crew. Can also play the other Bank Buster. Let's play the other Bank Buster. Let's just play the other Bank Buster. That way, if they do end up playing the shouldered, we have the removal for it. If they don't, we get to draw. Looking for our Brotherhood's End. And then what this does is that we can also... Now we can play Riveter's Outlook and play Windgrace and get the land back at least once. We get the draw here. Absolutely fantastic. Windgrace is going to die, but we at least get some value on it on the way in. Ah, that's why they did what they did. So, Windgrace is going to die. So, how can we negate that? We can play the land. Man, having the motto would be swell, right? We could pitch the land. Yeah, I think that's the game plan. I think we send it back and we just take the hit for 3, unfortunately. I think that's our best bet because they're leaving up removal. So last thing we want to do is just play Windgrace to die to get eaten by the Graveyard Glutton. So they attack. Cool. Nothing to trigger. We play Go for the Throat. Yes. Discard the Riveter's Overlook. So we don't get to ramp twice, unfortunately, because that would have been busted. If they have another Trespasser and they get us, then they get us. We'll take 3. Let's see what they do. There's the Shouldered that we knew about, or not knew about, but predicted. Kill Shouldered. Draw another Go for the Throat. So go here. Play the land, get a little bit of life back. Still, once again, very unfortunate that we aren't able to double ramp here. But it's something. It's something. We get to crew. We'll crew up. Now, if we can get Namada down. Yep. So, crew here. See if they have the grasp. So, hopefully we're in a position where they do have the grasp. Cool. We'll crew again. Oh, man. Yep, you got it, buddy. You got it. Did we get the land? We did not. We got another Windgrace. So this is awkward because I want to play the Namada. Right? How do we do this? They hit the land. They hit us with Invoke. Yeah, I guess we just Windgrace again. The other option would be the heavy. But let's just do this, I guess. It's a little awkward. It's a little awkward because we definitely would like to kill the underdog with Namada in play, but unfortunately we missed it. I think we've been playing this correctly. I think. So they kill that. Through again. Of note, they're hitting us with Grasp, so keep that in mind. They fall to 16. That also means that they missed their land. And now, Blood Tithe Harvester. Mirror Breaker, not what we wanted to see. So let's go Namada here, because Namada can block both things and hold what we got. And now we don't feel so bad killing the underdog. Hit their land. So if they hit us with the Invoke Despair, which they do, we crew. All right, so let me think for a second. Keep the card draw or keep the Namada? Right? We have plenty of gas here. I think we're going to keep the Namada. So kill this. Oh yeah, derp. I'm silly. I almost messed that up. I'm glad I sequenced it correctly. I almost messed that up. Almost. That was pretty close. Pretty close. And then, yeah, no gain life for us. Ooh, okay, okay. So here, gain a little bit of life. We're coming back. We're coming back here. It's a close one. It's a close one. Need that to be untapped. Do we draw versus killing their guy? Can only do one thing. So I think we just keep doing the thing. Make a dude. Crew here. And they've seen enough. Wow. Nice. All right. This one actually seems pretty decent to me. We have cut down. We have a way of getting the lands we need. We have our colors. We're untapped on 3. We have a play on 1. We have Arlen afterwards. I like this. I like this. We're going to keep this. This feels good to me. Lead here. Let's go ahead and get our black for our cut down. Seems like a winning play to me, my friends. Opponent. All right. Do it again. We have black, black, red. Let's grab our second red. All right. All right. Don't quite think there's anything to pitch just yet. But, you know, we may get some ramp action going. So let's go ahead and Fable, see if they have the cut down. We'll find out now. No cut down, so we could potentially ramp. This may be a good scenario for us to Arlen here. Discard. I really don't want to discard a land or anything. I don't think we discard anything here. I think we go here. Cut down. They can treasure, and then we get the treasure and play Arlen. I think I like that play. I think I do. Because then we can plus Arlen, get the treasure, right? Oh, they're Grixis. So I'm definitely glad we didn't discard anything. I'm going to minus here versus plus. They have plenty of ways of dealing with Arlen. A shouldered. Oh, that's exactly why we pack it. Oh, that's awesome. That feels, oh, so close. So close. All right. Play our land. Plus. And let's just swing with the team. Get a treasure. And now we can use Tyrant as a combat trick. Another shouldered. Roger that. Wait, 1, 2, 3. Oh my goodness. Can we live the dream? Draw. Standby. Hold on. 1, 2. Thinking opponent. Hold on. Can we kill this pre-combat? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Play it. Deal 4 damage. Then plus.
Patience, my kin.
Then play this. Pay the treasure. 4 damage. Then full control. Attack. Get the treasure. Activate. Pay. And kill it. Yes. Oh, yes. All right. Black, green, red doesn't seem too bad. We're going to keep this one. Don't have our double red, but I think that's okay. We can manage. And it looks like we're going to go up against the control deck anyways, so we'll make do with what we got. Play the swamp. And now the question is, do we want to play the heavy or do we want to play the underdog? And I think we'd rather get the heavy down. Oh, well. More or less damage, right? That's the question. We could cycle this, but it is our second red source going up against that. Let's get a threat on the board under their counter magic, I think. I think just getting something underneath the radar is probably a little bit stronger. I could be wrong, but we will see. Underdog. Okay, fair. And, oh, we still get to play heavy. Nice. So let's attack, see if we can get in 3 or if they're willing to trade. And then we'll play our heavy. And then we can... Alright, they're willing to trade. Fair. I can go with that. Get a free removal spell. I understand. Now, the only downside to this line of play is if we draw something like Windgrace or Namada, we don't have access to it. But, alright, going up against Esper. So... Okay. They're probably... Ooh, and the cut down. And now, it stinks because it would have been fantastic to draw there. So that is a little bit unfortunate. Let's attack first, see what the opponent does. They may give us a card we can untap. We may still draw. They just take it. Okay, I can respect that. I can respect that quite a bit. Let's go ahead and play our green source. And now we leave up 2 removal spells. So I think if they fire off the underdog, we let that happen. All right, we'll take 1. I don't have an issue there. And they only have 1 red or 1 black source. Let them draw next turn, right? And then we Brotherhoods end all 3 of those guys away. That seems reasonable. Untap, another underdog. Let's go ahead and do this. They want to counter it. I'm not opposed. They're leaving up something, but it may be just to take down the heavy. So either way, this way we get a card out of it, and then we get to use a one, you know, it's not a 1-for-1 because they still get to keep the anthem effect, but we at least get rid of these. If they attack to replace the card, that's a little unfortunate, but I don't really think we have a choice. And we have an overlook in the graveyard, so we can go ahead and play the Proving Grounds here just to keep hitting our land drops and make sure we can play Brotherhood's End on curve, or not on curve, but ooh, what? Oh man, we may be able to just kill them here just because of burn down the house. Untapped land, so if we can get a Tyrant off the top to kill him, that would be absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing if we can get the Tyrant. Emperor kills this, gains them some life.
Anyone who harms my people must contend with me.
Are they gonna do it? Are they gonna do it? They are. They go back up to 5, so Tyrant's no longer lethal.
Judgment is final.
And they didn't attack. Oh my goodness, this is phenomenal. 1, 2, 3, burn down the house. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now I wish we could have cycled, but well, we only cycled because we did that. So yeah, I think we just take advantage of this window that we have. Go here, deal with all 3 things, and then play an underdog so we still have some pressure to apply to the opponent. Keep up cut down. And then I can't imagine, I mean, if they farewell, well, they could run farewell. Yeah, I'm kind of regretting that now. If they farewell us, we're in a little bit of a pickle. We still have the devils from burn down the house, but we lose like our various forms of card advantage. Wedding announcement. Okay. Cut down still works there. What's the subsequent play? Okay. I think we got it. I think we got it. All right. Cut down this dude. Heavy, but we don't need to because they're tapped out. So go here. Summon this dude. Even though we could burn down the house, this just kills them. Kill that and swing for lethal. Nice. Nice. Sweet. They took heavy, man. Heavy hits hard. Heavy hits hard. Well, my friends, that is the deck. Solid 3. 3 out of 5 for this one. I think it's powerful. I think it did some things. We definitely saw each kind of aspect of it shine, right? The known quantities did what they did. Heavy was good. Fable was good. I mean, everything did what it was supposed to do, right? As much as I like Arlen, I still don't think she's impactful enough. The problem is that you really always minus her when she comes in, right? Unless it's late game and then you could plus her and then you're kind of leaving her up for the 1. The big thing is when you're able to kind of flip her, right? And I guess that's the trick, is having and it just, her and Namada, we tried them. They did some things, right? Namada allowed us to create some creatures to eat up the Invoke Despairs. And maybe, you know what? This deck is fine. This deck is fine. We saw Tyrant do some work as well. So the B team, so to speak, of Jund is still pretty strong. Unleash Inferno, overperformed. Card is great. Very, very happy about this card. I think it does quite a bit of work. I think 1 Burn Down the House, 2 Brotherhood's End felt pretty good to me, honestly. We could probably do like 3 and 3. Bankbuster versus Underdog. Removal felt decent as well. I like where we were at. Never got to the point where we could capitalize on Gix's command, but it did do work as well. It's just Jund, man. It really is. Jund just doing Jund things, right? Just the attrition, 2 for winning your opponent, slowly but surely grinding them out. So I think this deck is fun. I think it's solid. We'll probably do another video streamlining it a little bit, you know, putting in the shoulders instead of the Namadas and the Arlens and things like that. And we'll kind of see where we go from there. But really, it doesn't take too much. See where the top end is. We could probably change our top end a scotch. But this felt really good, man. It really did. It really did. Yeah, but are these just supposed to be 3 Shouldereds and a Sorin probably? Maybe 2 Sorins. Keep the curve a little low and then top end with like a Titan of Industry probably. Right? I think everything else probably felt pretty good to me. Yeah, everything else really did, honestly. So that is the list, man. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much. If you made it this far in the video, please do consider dropping a sub. I would really appreciate it. But until next time, as always, my friends, happy gaming.